This video is brought to you by the Critical Language Service. To learn more about our Arabic courses taught via video conference and telepresence to high schools, homeschool groups, and other academic groups, visit our website at www.criticallanguageservice.com.
كان in the present tense. يكون. You know that the verb to be is used in the past tense to put sentences into the past. That's easy. And the present tense sentences with is, are, and am, all versions of the verb to be, are normally written without a verb in Arabic. It means that in Arabic, the equivalent of to be, كان, يكون, doesn't need another verb to give it meaning. So, the present tense sentence, أنا في بيتي, I am at home. In the past tense, all you need is to put were, I were in my place, أنا كنت في بيتي. However, كان can be conjugated in the present tense just like any other verb. So, that's why we have يكون. And كان in the present tense is needed in two types of situations. First, the habitual for a recurring but not permanent state. Second, in a subordinate clause. We'll give you examples on how this works. For the first reason, the habitual for a recurring but not permanent state means that things that repeats itself happens more often than anything else. We have عادة تكون هذه الموظفة في مكتبها قبل الساعة 8:30 صباحا. Here the keyword is عادة. Usually this employee is at her office before 8:30 صباحا. So you are either commenting that someone asked you and you're saying, well, usually she's at the office, or if she's not there and you say, well, usually she is in the office. So this is what the habit, the things that is more likely to happen. And then عامية, same use, we say عادة بيكون فيها أخبار الساعة 12 الظهر كل يوم. Same meaning of بيكون. It means that usually عادة there is news at 12 at noon every day. The second use is in a subordinate clause, like here we have تكون in the subordinate clause أن تكون. So أين الأستاذة؟ يمكن أن تكون في مطعم الجامعة. She could be at the university restaurant. Here, yes, يمكن أن تكون is the subordinate clause that تكون is used in. So this is not complex. I know I'm making it look difficult. يكون is the present tense of كان, and you use it usually in two cases. One, if you're talking about habitual action, and usually you have عادة, normally, usually, as indicator. And if تكون, if you need it in a subordinate clause, she could is يمكن, ممكن, it's possible. And same thing for عامية, same use for عامية. We have الساعة 10 كلنا لازم نكون, we have to be, we must be in the autobus. At 10 we all should be in the bus. لازم نكون, لازم is the main focus of the sentence. لازم, must, so نكون here is subordinate. Now for being polite. Is it possible to is what you say when you are asking for something. In Arabic, you would say يمكن أن, and then you fill in the blanks. Let's see how it works. The formal Arabic expression يمكن أن is impersonal, meaning that the verb يمكن is fixed and not conjugated for the person. Example, we can say يمكن أن تذهبي معي. Here, notice that تذهبي أنتِ معي. So تذهبي is feminine, but يمكن did not conjugate with it. And for if you are addressing a masculine male, say يمكن. Notice يمكن still the same. يمكن أن, if you want to play football, يمكن أن تلعب الكرة معي, for example. يمكن أن تلعب الكرة معي. Notice how this is masculine and يمكن was not conjugated with it. However, the logical subject can be expressed by a pronoun object. يمكنني, يمكنك, يمكنه, as in, is it possible for me? هل يمكنني? Is it possible for you? هل يمكنك? هل يمكنه? You can conjugate it with a pronoun object. For example, لا يمكنها أن تسهر الليلة لأنها تسافر في الصباح. Notice the pronoun object لا يمكنها. She cannot stay up late because she has to travel in the morning. This is when you conjugate with it. Other than that, it's usually impersonal and does not conjugate with a person. Another example is يمكنك الجلوس على هذا الكرسي. You can sit on this chair. يمكنك. Here we conjugate it with you. You can sit. And last but not least, we have هل يمكنكم أنتم أن تجيئوا معي إلى النادي. Can you all come with me to the club? So we didn't technically conjugate يمكن with the subject. We added an object pronoun to the word. So in this sentence, theoretically, you are the object of this sentence. Is it possible for me to do such and such? Okay, so when you have pronouns attached to the يمكن is يمكن أنا, and we add replace it with an object pronoun. We didn't conjugate it with the subject. We rather added an object pronoun, considering that whoever is the person in the sentence is the object of the possibility, if that makes sense.